My wife, Justine, and I just celebrated our 11th wedding anniversary this Monday. Thank you. Thank you. Because of that, now I get to share a secret with you. I know it's going to stay here. I have come to learn that she is an evil genius. We got married in Mexico, but she doesn't speak Spanish. I do. So I was responsible for expressing or communicating her vision to our vendors while beating them down on pricing. A precarious place to be. It's like being in the mall in a whack-a-mole. You don't know where it's coming from, but somebody is going to whack you right in the fucking nothing. We traveled to Playa del Carmen and we toured 3 places, and nothing felt right to us. And by us, I mean Justine. And after a disappointing day, we came to the hotel, El Tash, to find out that they were hosting a large wedding reception for international wedding coordinators. And we were gonna get to see how this place looked ready for a wedding. And that was really exciting to us because we have been coming here for several years. We knew the staff, and if we moved forward, they would be the people in our event. So it felt really magical and intimate. We really liked it, and we moved forward with it. So we interviewed a wedding coordinator who we liked and signed up with. And just like that, we never heard from her again. We interviewed a second wedding coordinator who we liked and signed up with. And just like that, we never heard from her again. But a couple months later, she reappeared and demanded an advance 3 times her deposit immediately. So she and her gambling debts never heard from us again. So I decided to work directly with the vendors. And I came to find out that they would do anything I asked. Sir, for the burlap napkins, can I get a muff lace? Not red, not orange, muff. Sí, señor, no hay problema. On the rehearsal night, can we have a bonfire so our guests can cook s'mores and make the night unforgettable? Sí, señor, no hay problema. Can you find a flock of toucans that can fly my wife down the aisle to the altar so she doesn't have to walk? Sí, señor, no hay problema. I came to find out that they never meant to fulfill any of the promises they made. So it was clear that I needed boots on the ground. And this is where I found Daymar. She was a Spanish expat who was now our wedding coordinator. So I told her what we had accomplished, which was very little. We knew where we were going to host the ceremony at Grand Coral. It was a beach club in front of the ocean. And for the wedding reception, we will come back to El Tash. To get married outside of the United States, you need to get an international wedding license, which is a nightmare. And we decided to avoid it by getting married civilly in San Diego a month before. The morning of our wedding, Daymar calls us and says, "Do not freak out." This is categorically the best way to get someone to freak out. There's always a reason to freak out when someone says do not freak out, because why else would they say do not freak out? Do not freak out. But the place you're holding the ceremony burned down. What? What happened? A couple was told not to use fireworks because it was windy, but they ignored it and pressured the vendor to do it anyways. And when the fireworks landed on the palapas, well, you know, palapas are just roofs made out of kindling, so it wasn't surprising when they caught on fire and burned down to the ground. I don't need to tell you what nationality this couple was for you to know that they were American. Yes, they were. But don't worry, continued Daymar. It will be ready by the time you come here. Daymar, are you sure, 100% positive that it will be ready by the time we get there? Sí, señor, no hay problema. Well, then, I don't think Justine needs to know. When we bus our guest to Grand Coral, it was the first thing they could see. A big talapa burned down, covered by an even bigger black tarp. Where there was once smoke, there was still a burnt palapa. I wish I could have spontaneously combusted right then. Luckily, the ceremony happened away from that with uninterrupted views of the ocean. Uninterrupted, if I can ever forget the 190-year-old woman who walked by with her bright neon yellow bathing suit and her giant black visor, and waddled her way back, pulled her phone and started taking pictures of my wife and I's Celtic hand-fastening ceremony. The wedding and the ceremony ended. We went to Old Tash. We had a great party. But for a really long time, my wife and I were caught in everything that didn't go right that night. And we couldn't get to enjoy how special the night was. We were in an exotic place, surrounded by the people we loved, celebrating our commitment. So we decided to see the wedding through the eyes of our guests, who were just experiencing the magic for the first time. And in the end, I married the woman of my dreams, even if I later found out that she is an evil genius, and that I will forever have to look out for my noggin.